Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back. How you guys doing? Good to see y'all. I'm back with another careers ruined by Triple H's video. And this one, I think some people probably seen this one coming because you know how Triple H is. If you're not a favorite, NXT favorite, if you're a minority, if you're an older Vince talent, he just ain't gonna mess with you like that. And the thing about Triple H is that when he really doesn't like you or push you, he pretty much doesn't give you anything. It's so many people who's been under Triple H in the past couple years who during the whole time have not really achieved much or done much. And you might see him a lot. You might, just like Chad Gable, you kind of see him a little bit often, but let's be honest, at the end of the day, Chad Gable does not win anything important and do anything important. And he's another person who was given Pacific storylines, but they never finished. That's how another reason Triple H is not a fan of a Pacific wrestler when he gives you a BS storyline to off the gate and then it just doesn't go nowhere. Like he doesn't even add a resolution to the storyline. And Chad Gable is another one. Under Vince McMahon, Chad Gable was doing way better, featured in a way where you knew he could probably at least get IC United States Championship. Chad Gable, and what's so sad about it is too, a lot of the people that Triple H doesn't push or he gets rid of are actually talented. Now I'm not saying everyone, but I say majority of those people are talented like Chad Gable. Chad Gable is a very talented wrestler. When it comes to wrestling in the ring, I think he's very good. I think honestly the way they use him, he's underrated. He is like a Kurt Angle clone, and that's hard to say and do. To be just like Kurt Angle, like Chad Gable was like the closest thing to the Kurt Angle that I know. I just feel like the only reason why maybe they don't push Chad so strongly is because of his size. He is pretty short. I mean, let's remember he did used to be Shorty G, but I like Shorty G. Like, yeah, he was Shorty G, but he was still pretty strong for his size, and that's what makes Chad Gable really good. He's pretty athletic and he's pretty strong for his size. We done seen him lift up some of the biggest guys and bridge suplex him and hold it. That stuff ain't easy to do for him, and he does it pretty well and very good. It's kind of sad that he's been another wasted talent on the roster, but we're steady getting the same Triple H favors shoved down our throats, winning all the time. But Chad Gable does nothing. It's like ever since Vince came around, he just started making Chad Gable a heel in his group. You was with Alpha Academy, so at least you had a group. It was a little weird because you got Maxine, you got Otis, and all of that, but at least the group was fun. It was comical. I actually liked them together. They had something to go for them. They were over. The crowd pretty much was over. Just like how to this day Otis and Maxine are still kind of over, even to this day. Even though they haven't been getting used, they've been getting used terribly. And it was Akira, and it was all cool with them four. A little comedy is fine. It wasn't terrible, but what did he do? Triple H started turning him into a heel, making him turn on the people who were clearly over. All three of them were over: Maxine, Akira Tozawa, and Otis. But now you turn Chad Gable evil and make him turn on them. And the sad part is he did it literally just for no reason. Just magically one day, Chad Gable wants to go heel and turn on his group and start acting like he's punking his group out. And he did that with Chad Gable for a long time, right? A very long time. So long to the point where it became about Otis standing up for himself. Otis, the bigger dude, Chad trying to punk him around the smaller guy. So they start playing that whole role of is big guy Otis gonna get mad and snap on Chad one day. And they was playing it off like that for a while, having a lot of occasions where somebody would accidentally get hit. I think it was one time, this was a funny one. I think I did laugh at this too. I think one time he chop blocked Maxine. Right now, I can't remember if he did it on purpose or not, but I think I remember that it was just ridiculous. Like him chop blocking Maxine. Remember when Maxine got all injured and she was walking around, had a cast on, and he was still disrespecting him? Like, I didn't like that. Some people may have liked it, but I didn't like it because I felt like it was worsening your group. And during this whole time when he was doing this to his group, they weren't really winning anything and doing anything, right? And then the only storyline you're developing is him versus Otis. But guess what? That never went anywhere. Guess what? That didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. And all of that time that was put into that group, too, like you put a lot of time into developing, was Otis going to do something or not? There was even a time, a point where he pushed him back. But a match was never set. Even though, honestly, even that match would have got set, yeah, people would have probably been slightly interested because of the rivalry. But at the same time, it's like a pointless match. It's like none of y'all are competing for titles. It really don't matter who win or lose because it ain't like neither one of y'all would beat one of his favorites anyways. Type stuff. But that would have been better though than just giving up on it. And that's what he did. Triple H just gave up on it, never finished the story, and pretty much just made it seem like he found American Made and act like they were the better group. So American Made is Ivy Nile and what's the name? The Creed brothers. So all three of them plus Chad is now American Made. He basically turned on them for a new group. But here's the thing, American Made is really not much different than Alpha Academy because now Chad Gable is not a heel no more with his group. Now he actually respects and acts like he likes his group. But at the same time, it's the same stuff. They're not winning. They're not really getting anything. They're not doing. I'm surprised he gave up on Ivy Nile because Ivy Nile, he was pushing real hard. Now all of a sudden, he kind of pushed her into the back. And like, so again, Chad Gable career is over. Like he's not finna get nothing. He's not. And then what makes it even worse, then you introduce a Wyatt Six who you were pretty much teasing for I don't know how long. Make him come out, basically kill Chad Gable, basically bust his head wide open, where to the point where you think he's dead. He and it's funny because out of all the people that they showed that they massacred, he was like one of the only ones you could tell. So you basically damn near killed him because of this group. He recovers somehow, some way. Now he's running from the YS6 all day. And the YS6, that was some of the most messed up stuff because it just shows how they don't care about Chad Gable. You basically sick the YS6 on him just to beat him down and do him bogus for no reason. There was no reason for YS6 to even attack Chad Gable. And ain't it strange how once all that Y6 Chad Gable American Made stuff was over, notice that Y6 ain't running around attacking other people like they attacked Chad Gable. Notice like he got the worst of the Y6. And again, during this whole time, wasn't winning nothing, wasn't really getting nothing. I remember he even came to Adam Pearce, and I felt for him. He came to Adam Pearce and told him, like, hey, why are y'all not stopping Y6, which is true. Like, why are y'all GMs and letting them just do Triple H? Why are y'all letting them just haunt people and hurt him, and y'all don't do nothing, and he ain't even do nothing to him? Like, that's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up. And then eventually it just turned it into a regular fool, even though then eventually all the shenanigans, creepy shenanigans get thrown out the door, and then it turns into a regular feud. And they end up losing, getting their butts whooped. Like, that's why wrestling is going down. The WWE is going down because there's no fair bills. And like I said, I just told you the whole story of Chad Gable under Triple H. And again, he never was winning nothing, doing nothing with the storylines anyways. Then you want to put him in a feud. So what if he's with American Made? It don't matter. He's still the leader of the group, which means he's going to fail. They're going to fail because your leader is not built strong. Then you throw him at American Made and act like we're supposed to get happy. You throw him in some main event match and then think we're supposed to get happy when, not American Made, but when YS6 just steamrolled him anyways. Come on now. And after that debacle with YS6, what does American Made do after that? Shoot dumb promos, have matches, don't win nothing really. Shoot stupid promos, act like there's somebody, don't win anything. And last but not least, you literally just had Chad Gable wrestle by himself against Dragon Lee on Raw last Monday, and Chad Gable didn't win. Like I honestly thought maybe he would win, like because it's just Dragon Lee, another person who's not a favorite. So I'm like maybe like he could get a win. He hasn't won in like so long. He barely ever wins. He's the leader of the group. Maybe he can get a win. No, no, Dragon Lee beats him. Lee beats him. So again, his career is over, man. It's over. Another career ruined by Triple H. Another career, another talent that could have actually made it. Like I said, come on, let's be honest. This dude could at least be U.S. champion, IC champion. At least, I mean, he could even be tag champion. Right? Imagine he could have had a tag team with like him and Otis, and they were doing their thing, but nope, didn't want to do that. Nope. Nah. Instead, just make his career over. Yeah. Sorry, man, to say this, but it's true. His career is over. Tag it, man. This was a good one too. This was a good one. Please hit that like button, guys. Tell me what you think, man, and I hope y'all, check back in on the later one. Peace out.